Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. I am going to dish to you all of the best and worst new setting sprays that have launched over the past couple of months. I feel like this is a huge trend. I think every single brand out there now has a setting spray, which a few years back this was not the case, and you're even seeing it at the drugstore too. But today we're going to be talking about all top shelf, high-end, more expensive items that you would find at Sephora. I have a bunch of them here. Some of them are for setting your makeup and making it last longer. Some of them are priming sprays, but we're gonna get to everything. And the one that's just kind of like eyeballing me because it's just so freaking bright. It's like so neon. Do we not love the color of this bottle? That is genuinely the only reason I purchased this, because I've had kind of an iffy time with GlamGlow recently. So I was really up in the air about this one, and I gotta say it's not half bad. It is not my favorite. You could use this to dampen a makeup brush. You could use it to refresh kind of dry, crunchy makeup throughout the day. Setting sprays are fabulous for that. If you ever see like powder collecting in weird areas and you're like, oh my God, how did I leave the house like that? You can always use a setting spray and then take a sponge or a velour puff or anything, even your fingertip, and kind of pat away those lines or the areas where makeup is collecting, and it kind of just brings everything back to life. So that's what this one is good for. It has their famous tea oxy kind of bunch of tea extracts that they are known for in a lot of their GlamGlow masks. And this also has caffeine in it, so it's going to energize your skin. I really don't know how that works, but caffeine does kind of tighten and like, not only does a cup of coffee in the morning work, but put it in your skincare and just watch and see what happens. So online, they do recommend you can put this in the fridge, and it's something that can kind of just revitalize your skin. Now, that all sounds good and great, but there's a big but. This is $32, 3.7 fluid ounces. It is 32 bucks. The mister on here is heavenly. Let's just all give a round of applause for that one more time, because look how beautiful that was. It's magic. I love it when the mist comes out really fine, kind of like an aerosol can. There's no droplets like splattering your makeup. The reason that I'm only giving this a B+ is because I still prefer my MAC Fix Plus. There's something about it that just makes my makeup look amazing and gives me that drink of water that I need for my skin to come back to life. It's like picking between two great guys, and there's just one that makes you feel something a little bit more. This does not get the final rose.
I feel bad for him. I feel sad. I feel bad for the guy.
But it's not bad. Moving on to something that is absolutely die-hard amazing. This is from CoverFX. This is incredible because it is alcohol-free, and this is going to completely make all of those lines and everything completely just look beautiful, nourished. Your skin is healthy, glowing. It brings everything back to life, but this also, as a base underneath your foundation, works beautifully as a primer. It has a slight illumination to it. The mister is heavenly. I feel like companies have been listening to us YouTubers and bloggers and reviewers, and all of us are like, the thing that drives me crazy is when the mist splatters too much, because look at these. Just so good. So this one is fantastic. Actually, I'm gonna use it right now. Oh, it just feels so nice. I kind of go to town with setting sprays. It's a joke. I made a joke of it in my April Fool's video, but I mean, I don't use one or two sprays ever. I'm just like, more is more. What I love about the CoverFX one is it is alcohol free, it is quick drying, the mist on there is beautiful. It really does add a nice layer of illumination. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing sparkly, but if you want a matte look, this is not what you want to go for. This does give a little bit of a glow to the skin, not greasy, but it just kind of makes everything look a little bit softer. It also has polymers in here that are going to help your makeup to not break apart. And if you use this as a base underneath your makeup, it's going to help those lines to not separate and crack and crunch. Why is crunch like the word that I keep using? But you know, when your makeup throughout the day just kind of gets a little bit cakey, things are moving around. I don't know about you, but I make like wild facial expressions, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, this helps that situation to stay calm and good. And this is one of my new favorite setting sprays and bases. $31. Well worth the investment if you are on the hunt for a good illuminating spray. Something that I sadly don't really like. This is from Laura Geller. This is the Spackle Mist, and it's essentially the same idea. This is going to prime your skin. It's also going to refresh your skin. You get 4 fluid ounces in here. No, do we see that? It's just like too much you're gonna get little droplets everywhere. I prefer the Finely mist. I just think that does a much better job. This has a special thing going with it with the fact that it is dimethicone or silicone free. It's oil free. It does have vitamin B5. So I feel like if you have oilier skin and you're looking for a little bit of a refreshment to your face and you don't mind that hard spritz, then you might enjoy this. I don't like it underneath makeup. I feel like it actually sits on the skin kind of funny. That's just me. Because it's missing the silicone, I hate admitting it, but it misses that glide, I believe. That's what makes everything kind of not do anything extra special or magic as a base. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but I just was not wowed by it. You can see I've given it a good try, and I just am not the biggest fan, but I thought I would give you all the information anyway. Laura Geller Spackle Mist. Then we have the Kat Von D, which I have been using this for months. I've put it in a favorites, but it is relatively new, so I wanted to let you guys know about it again. Now this is cool because it is an actual setting spray. This is gonna help your makeup last 24 hours, or so it says. It's supposed to give you 8 additional hours of makeup wear, as opposed to many of your other setting sprays that don't have the claims of lasting 24 hours. I really don't know what gives it that extra length. I don't know, a little zap of magic. I have no clue, but that's what it says online, and it really does help your makeup last longer, like not just your face makeup, but your eye makeup as well. So this one has the nice mist that I enjoy. I will let you guys know this does have alcohol in it, mineral oil, so if you're not a fan of those ingredients, then maybe this is not ideal for you. Most setting sprays do have alcohol in it. So this one right here is $26 for 4 ounces. Better pricing than what I've shown you so far. I do really like it. It smells like cucumber, but be warned of the ingredients. They're not as good as some of the others that I have shown. But my God, this stuff works, so I can't say that it's bad. It's really helped my makeup stay on my face looking good, and I do really, really love this. I don't really love this one. This is actually really expensive, and I'm so surprised that I don't like this. This is from Marc Jacobs, and I actually want to do somewhat of a hot or not on Marc Jacobs because they have released a bunch of coconut products and just different products that are new that I have been testing out. Some are good, some are not. Oh, I thought I had you silenced. This contains 5 different coconut alkalines that are said to give you a lasting makeup wear time, and this again has that 24-hour hold claim where it's gonna make your makeup last all day long, 24 hours. I don't know if any setting spray can really do that. Now, something I will say is that this smells absolutely heavenly. It's expensive, it's 39 bucks, but it does smell like vacation because of all of those coconut ingredients. The mister is really nice and fine, but you do get a couple of little spurts that come out the side that are really weird, and you can even see it dripping down the actual nozzle itself. Now, I know that Jaclyn Hill had an issue on one of her Snapchats. She was like, I ruined my makeup because everything was perfect and finished, and then I got splattered on my face. Well, I had the same experience. This one smells really good. The product is really good. It's just such a freaking shame that the nozzle is not the greatest. Here's the thing. They did a good job with it being that nice mist, but there's just some part of the side that wants to kind of just go and ruin everything. And I don't know if I really want to put this in another bottle. I mean, it knows that I don't like it. I don't know that I want to put this in another bottle. I know that could be like the quick way to remedy the situation, but I want to tell you through and through all of my pros and cons on a product. The water inside of here itself, it is beautiful. It smells good. It has a lot of good ingredients. It does look really nice on the skin, the areas that don't get splotchy. But the other thing also is the areas that get a little bit wonky. Like if you have that little spray where you see the dots on your face, normally with MAC Fix Plus, that will happen from time to time, especially if I'm running low. I can take a sponge and kind of, press things out and it will look good. This has almost like a shiny, oily reflection where you can actually see the areas and they sit kind of weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and say pass on the Marc Jacobs. Now this one right here, this is First Aid Beauty. This is like a tiny little setting spray and it's actually not sold as a travel size. This is like the size that you buy at Sephora, like with the full size items. This is $18. You get 2 fluid ounces in here. This one is actually really, really nice, but it's more on the skincare side. It actually contains spinach, I don't know why that's like the standout thing to me. It contains cucumber, as raspberry, cabbage, turmeric, which is going to be anti-inflammatory, a bunch of great ingredients in here, and it does sit on the skin beautifully. The sprayer is not ideal, but it's not bad. Like, it's actually better than the Laura Geller one, in my opinion, which that one is just so harsh. This has kind of a wider spritz. It smells really good too. It's just a true blue refresher. This is not, in my opinion, going to set your makeup or make it last longer, but it will refresh things and make you kind of look like you're a little bit more lively and glowy and healthy. And I always like to say setting sprays kind of make you look like if you've taken a shower ever with your makeup on and you like throw your hair up and you get a little bit of that steam on your face and you come out of the shower and your skin and your makeup just look really glowy and pretty and beautiful and everything's working together seamlessly. That's what a good refreshing setting spray will do. And this one does that. It's time to throw a little bit of shade on these guys right here. I feel really, really bad. These were actually sent to me, so I feel extra a little bit bad, but this is from Urban Decay. You guys know I absolutely die hard love the all-nighter. Who doesn't? They have the oil-free version. They have a chill setting spray. Urban Decay just was one of the first to come up with these setting sprays. They partnered with, I believe, Scandinavia, and they licensed or did something to put their own branding on it, but they brought it to the makeup arena, and it's become a huge trend. So I have to nod to Urban Decay for really starting the whole fire going on setting sprays becoming so largely available. So good job for that, but I don't like these. This one, the Quick Fix Hydra-Charged Complexion Priming something spray, smells like coconut, doesn't really do anything for your face. This is the Vitamin-Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray. This is supposed to be oil absorbing. I don't find that to be true. I actually oddly felt shinier when I used this product, which was really strange, but neither one of these wowed me. I'm just gonna go ahead and say stick with their original setting sprays. 31 bucks a piece. I can't breathe with like the amount of setting spray that I've sprayed in here, you guys. I don't think you need these as an add-on. Stick with the original setting sprays from Urban Decay. If you love those, stick with them. They are great. But if you were curious about these, I don't think they make enough of a difference to justify the price tag. Now, something like this and this that you can use under and over makeup to add illumination, I'm into. I think it's worth the investment if you don't have one of these on hand. But to specifically buy something just to put under your makeup, I don't really think it does anything. The other thing I want to point out is this is a crazy collection of setting sprays. You do not need a crazy collection. Have one or two for the different, needs that you want on how you want the makeup to look, be it matte or illuminated, but don't think you need all this because you don't. Okay, this is new from Cover FX. This is unreleased. This was a sneak peek that I am lucky enough to have on hand because this product is absolutely amazing. There's one major drawback that I am a little bit annoyed with because they did such a great job with this one. I mean, like, this is amazing. It's like a cloud of perfection. The nozzle on the mattifying that I have here, not nearly as good. I don't know why they did that. I really don't, but I'm gonna get past it because this is the best mattifying face spray that I have ever used, hands down. It is alcohol free, it has clay in it. So you wanna shake this puppy up. You can use this under your makeup, over your makeup, to calm down shine throughout the day. This to me is very much like a setting spray version of their custom blotting drops, and those I love. It's like a liquid blotting paper. You can use it on a sponge, go around the nose, or you can use it under makeup. This is a spray version of it. That's kind of what I'm thinking of it as. They don't call it that. That's just in my head what I'm calling it. But the cool thing is throughout the day, you can use this to calm down a lot of that oil because it does have clay as an ingredient, which is really going to kind of soak up the issues that are going on with your skin. But because it doesn't have alcohol, it is not going to dry the crap out of your skin. This is something that I think is so impressive. Gosh dang it, the formula is so different from anything else that I've tried. And these in front of me me are just a small assortment of what I have tried. I actually have a drawer behind me, probably filled with 20 more setting sprays, priming sprays, sprays in general, no exaggeration. So these are just the new ones that I've been playing with, and I've tested so many formulas. This is something truly, truly unique. So there we have it, not sponsored at all, by the way. I know I'm giving a lot of love to some of these and not love to others. So this is just a rounded review of my pros and cons, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, found it helpful, because I know it can be overwhelming when companies kind of launch the same product essentially and you don't know like what's different. So if you enjoy this kind of a video, please give it a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching, guys. Mwah.